stage of history. I am your illustrious host, Kevin Uncanny Anytime. Welcome back, y'all. It's Freestyle Friday, y'all. It's going all the way up, man. We got big plans ahead, right? You got the weekend to look forward to. You got today to look forward to. After work, after school, whatever you got going on. If you plan for your quote unquote weekend, if there is such a thing, right? We create these things in this life, man, on so many different levels. There's so many different levels of creation, y'all. It's really, really fascinating. It fascinates me all the time, actually, because from an idea to a product to a system to a way of operating to a thought process, there's just too many levels to mindset, man. That's why this is gonna go on forever. It's never gonna end, y'all. And what we're building here together is what the world needs right now. And it is our mission to help the world find its purpose. And as we dive deeper into ourselves, it's important to always ask questions, to be curious, to really, really think about what are we doing here? What are we doing here? So I want to throw a huge shout out to my man, Johnny Ripple out there. He gave me this idea, the topic for today, which is pretty fascinating to dive into. One of the things that he mentioned to me is how it proves basically that free will is, it's basically us allowing God to expand, right? And I'm like, whoa. Whoa, because here's what's up, right? He's like, yo, because from his perspective, God is all knowing, all powerful, all everything. So where's the, what's more than that? What's more than that? And so as we have free will and we have the free reign to go into that free will, we get to expand through God in our living experience. And I just was like, that is incredibly fascinating to think about. So I appreciate you, Johnny, for giving me this topic, man. But what I was thinking about on free will, what is a part of that, is how there's so many choices in the matter. Free will, right? So you can make these choices to pretty much do whatever you decide to do, right? You have the free reign, the free opportunity to be able to make these choices of what you're gonna do. And that's interesting, man, because you can make a choice and then there's causes and effects behind it, right? So you make a choice and then that creates a cause and then there's an effect behind it. So by you going through this process, you either figure out, ooh, that's really beneficial, or you figure out, no, that's probably not a good thing. Probably not a good thing to do, right? And that in a way gives us an understanding of life itself by the law that is governed by those particular choices and actions, right? Which is the effect, which is the comeback of whatever that choice was. And if you think about that, y'all, the equation of that, the thought process of a decision, and then the ramifications, and the uh, outcomes, and the effects, and everything of that decision is like, yes, scientific, y'all. It's very process oriented, and through practice and through trial and error and application, we can figure these things out. There's a particular response. There's an answer that you get out of your free willingness to choose whatever you decide to choose. And that's just, it's important to note in your life. It's important to really pay attention to that, and to really figure out, okay, hey, what type of effects, what type of consequences, um what type of reactions, responses will I get from this particular choice? It's interesting because some people take things, and well, including myself, some people take things too far, right? And what governs the law of too far, right, is when we see the effects have taken us into a realm where it doesn't appear to benefit life. It doesn't appear to benefit yourself in a way to where it feels like it's pro-life, right? And that's where we decide, oh wait, hey, you probably shouldn't do that, or hey, I would think about this first, or you try and give a word of caution or something like that, right? It's interesting, man. Life is so interesting. So it's like, yo, I decided, like, hey, I'm gonna decide that mindset matters more than anything else. I'm gonna decide that. That is a choice based off of my living experience, everything I've seen, all of the experiments that I've done with my personal life have all boiled down to my mindset. What is it really set on? And you got to really ask yourself that question. You really got to figure it out. What is your mind set on? You have the free will to explore and do and be and decide, and yeah, all of that. And it's important to consider everything that you're doing. Sometimes even the very small things, as far as, hey, we going out, not going out. I mean, I don't want you to drive yourself nuts, because you absolutely can. Uh, but as I always say, it's why I'm incredibly fascinated with, um, Back to the Future, time travel movies, stuff like that, because, you know, Back to the Future, what it showed me is that you can, Doc Brown was like, don't change anything, don't look at anybody, don't do nothing. Like, every little thing could change the future. And I boiled that down to my decisions, and I'm like, wow, every little decision is going to affect the future. And it's literally the truth. It's literally the truth. They put it out there for you. Like, it's literally the truth. Um, if I decide to take water on my workout or not, it's going to change the future. If I do take the water on the workout or not, it's going to change the future. I mean, think about how basic and simple that is, but what type of ripple effect it causes, right? Because here's the different factors. Let me mess y'all up real quick, and while you thinking about this stuff, don't get too crazy with your own life though, okay? But this is how I think. This is what goes on in my head. So, say I wake up, I'm getting ready to go work out. I decide, you know what? I'm not gonna bring my water bottle. That's gonna create a whole different, like slew of options, right? So I get to the gym. I can get thirsty. I can drink from the bubbler, which has a whole spread of different things that might be with that. It might be contaminated. It might not be contaminated. It might not work. That might make me mad. Like every little every little thing. But then, hey, okay, so let's see, say I bring my water bottle, but then I set my water bottle somewhere and they trip on it, or I get to drink and I'm thirsty, I'm hydrated, I feel better about my day, right? Like, so many different choices, man. I decide to stop and take a drink 5 minutes before I leave, which in turn brings in a beautiful woman who sees me or something like that, and it's like, "Hey, well, how are you?" And we start a conversation, which ends up, like, do you understand what I'm talking about? Like the multitude of possibilities in every single little choice, man, blow your mind wide open. Wide open, y'all. I'm telling you, that's what goes on in my head. So, when we sometimes I get really fed up with these routines and this, waking up at the same time every day, blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, that can totally, by your consistency, it can cause great benefits. Somebody sees you at the same time every day, then they want to reach out to you, or um all of that. Me, I like to mix it up, man. I love to mix it up. I don't know what it is. I just like it to be. Sometimes I'm just like, no, different today, different choice, different. Let's randomize this. Like, let's do the straight randomization. When it gets to be just too blah 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 blah, I'm like, just randomize it. Let's do it. You know what? A little upset maybe sometimes that I didn't follow the pattern, but then I'm like, well, going right now, what's going to happen because of that? Like, how's that going to affect the future? Well, I still went, which is positive. And then I guess you can also, with your free will, you can dive into different categories. You can dive into the positive realm. You can dive into the negative realm. Which one are you going to choose? What do you feel like talking about? What do you feel like, doing actionably, if that's even a word? But what is it? You know what I mean? What do you want out of your experience here, out of your existence? What are you looking for? What are you looking for? You looking to have fun? You looking to have a good time? You looking to live a fulfilled life? What are you looking for? You got free will to choose. You can just say, oh, you know what? I'm just here to work, and, build something for my family. And, then you sacrifice your complete self and just build something massive. And, that's your experience. You built something for the future, sacrificed yourself for many. But at the same time, could you still have a life? You probably could. You just make the choice. You just slide it in there. But if you decide with your free will, if you say, no, it must be this way, then so be it. Then there it is. That's what you decided. But if you say, no, I can do it. I can do everything. I don't think you have to specifically just be blah, blah, blah. Well, then you got an experiment on your hands. Because based off of a lot of people's experience, based off of what a lot of people say, is you have to be obsessed. You have to only focus on this and dedicate your entire existence to just specifically this. And that's what's going to propel you into the future. I'm just one of those people who like, you know what? Nope, I can do both. I can juggle my family and I can build a business at the same time. And I believe that it's going to reap the fruits. It's going to produce fruits when it's time. But while I'm here in this experience, I'm also going to enjoy myself. I'm not going to completely just disown myself and not want to live a joyous experience, right? And for me, I'm like, yo, God, this is what I feel. I could totally, and I don't even think that's why Jesus was here, to just completely, totally disown himself. Now he does say that that is a scripture in the Bible. It's, disown yourself and follow me. But is it because he's saying, yo, if you do what I'm doing, you're gonna see all of the joyous things that are in life, right? You're gonna see all of the good stuff now instead of just trying to go on your course. You're gonna actually see what's really good out here. That's probably what it is. Because following the path of Jesus is an incredible path. It's literally one of the main reasons why this was created, to be honest with you, is because I decided to jump into trying to live in his experience to the best of my ability. And it made me understand that's one of the main things he was talking about was a lot of people's mindsets. What's straight mindset, man? Be like the children. That's a mindset. That's a mindset. He's like, yo, y'all tripping, man. So really, really think about what's going on in your life. What are you choosing? What are you doing with your free will? What are you doing with your free will? Well, that's a great question and a great topic, and more meditation on my part is needed for that, because that put me at a pause right there. Didn't have too much more to say because there's more to think, right? So yeah, love you guys very, very much. It's the only reason why I come on here and try and expand people's minds on different topics, and really try and figure out what's going on, what's making us tick. It's important. But yeah, appreciate you being here. Appreciate you listening. All right. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. It's well received. Trust me, it's well received. It is absolutely appreciated. And so mindset matters, y'all. More than anything else. It's why everything here besides the earth and the things that were created by God are in existence because of a mindset. So focus on the good. Focus on the good aspects of life. Find joy in what you're doing. Have a great Friday. Have a great day today, right? Today can be whatever day you want to make it. And so make it a great one. So really appreciate you guys again. If you can, go ahead and share this, Share it with somebody you think that thinks like you. That's what I would say. If you have any conversations with anybody else like these, thought-provoking conversations, share it with somebody. Have a conversation with them. See what's up. Shoot me a comment. You got anything that you want to talk about? And yeah, subscribe, do all that stuff, like it, all of that good stuff. Let's get this stuff moving. Let's get these conversations going. These important conversations. But yeah, again, have a fantastic day. Make it one. And we will see you guys next time. Anytime out.